Alright fam, so welcome back to DOREEN'S African Experiences. Today we are basically focusing on the cost of roofing our house. The house that we are dealing with right now is 1 bedroom, 1 living room, bathroom, toilet, kitchen. If you don't want a kitchen, then you convert a store, and with that same space you can actually put both a kitchen and a store. It's really up to you to make the dimensions that you prefer. There is nothing much I should say to you, besides I hope you're alright. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Everyone that has a question, I'll be answering all your questions, and if possible I'll be making the videos that you require to answer your questions very soon and quickly, because I know usually when someone asks you a question, they're actually working on that project and they kind of need a very quick answer, and I don't take that for granted. Thanks for all the support you give me. I appreciate it. I don't take you all for granted. Thank you. We are going to focus on 2 types of roofing today. Now when I give you the type for the hipped roof, the hipped roof, Mwamba, the same number of iron sheets actually, they're the same number of sheets you need to roof a hidden roof or a flat roof, right? But hidden roof preferably. I'll be showing you the hidden roof, how it actually looks. I'll show you my friends are actually doing a hidden roof right now. I don't know if I'll make it in time to top up that little video within our video just to show you how it looks, but still I'll do my best to make sure I make it. And if I don't make it, you still have the numbers. I have a lot going on this week, but we can only do the best we can. I am one person running over 10 tasks, and I have to get them done perfectly. So thank you for your time. Kindly enjoy the video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate one bit to ask me any question. If I can't answer your question, I'll definitely direct you to the person who can help you and answer your question. And if I haven't answered your question, always come to my community tab and ask me again. Always keep asking until I answer, but I always answer immediately, but just in case I don't respond to you, it means I haven't seen your message. So always ask again, or when I'm doing a live video, attend and ask me why I didn't answer your question. Even if I'm doing a live video on something else, you're allowed to ask me a question about what I do on the channel. So it doesn't really have to be about what I'm recording. Half the time I'm just recording some things I see, experiences and stuff like that. But nonetheless, I appreciate the support. I'll keep providing you with the information that you need. Once we are done with this segment, I'm immediately going to give you the tiles prices. I want to do 3 different places, all right? Because these are the biggest suppliers of tiles within Uganda. Not the manufacturers, but they're the biggest suppliers on wholesale. So I want to do all these people separately. That's why it's taking me a bit of time, because I'm trying to get some contacts to allow me to do this place and that place and this place. I already have one down. I just have to get the other 2. That's it. I'll give you different things. I'm coming with so much information, guys. It's gonna be fun. You're not going to suffer again when it comes to prices, numbers, and information. You are not going to suffer again in the world of construction and farming. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the video. Alright family, welcome back to DOREEN'S African Experiences, and our focus today is going to be roofing. The cost of roofing this particular house, how many things you need, what do you exactly need, and yeah, so that's going to be our focus. So we are roofing this house. As you can see, this is a hipped roof, a hipped roof kind of design. The iron sheets fall side by side, as you can clearly see. You see that? Locally they call them Mwamba houses. So I'm going to show you different two types. Today I'm focusing on this, and then the open gable roof. I'll show you each of those. All right, so this is what we need. If you follow the dimensions of this house, the house that I am giving you in particular, what are the dimensions? All right, so our house that we are roofing today is 4.30 meters wide and then 9.60 meters long, and that's going to be our main focus. So we want to understand how much, if you build a house like that, how much do you need to actually roof it. Remember, these numbers only apply to these dimensions. If your house is smaller than this, then you need lesser material. So the bigger your house, the more material it consumes. The smaller your house, the less material it needs. Okay? So if you look at this at this roof, it has one iron sheet per lining. But some iron sheets are cut, they're in halves. Ogalava. Now, with this type of roofing, it's very reliable in the sense that it doesn't consume a lot of material. So at the end of the day, the more material you take up. Okay, so this is the house we are roofing. And for this house to be roofed, you need 40 iron sheets. Remember, each iron sheet these days, they're all 3 meters long. All right, so you need 40 iron sheets. They can get the job done. Now I'll go to the specifics. My main focus is usually the white iron sheets and then the super eco iron sheets. Why? As we go forward, I'll be including other types of iron sheets, because when a house is small, all right, usually you don't want to spend too much money on this house. But remember, I made a video showing you the current prices of iron sheets. So if you feel like you need more, you need to use a different type of iron sheets, you just have to go to that video and you'll see the prices of these different iron sheets. Kati after that, goja kusinzira okwo, you'll depend on that. You'll depend on that to actually just multiply and do your own totals. All right, so this is what you need in order to roof this house to completion, right? So you're going to require 40 iron sheets. My main focus is basically Super Eco and the ALZ, or the white iron sheets. So that's gonna be my main focus. Why? Because if you're building a house like this, you're trying to save as much money as you can, all right? And in the process of saving as much money as you can, well, we use the most affordable iron sheets, and those are the ones I'm using. But if you feel like you need better, or better gauges or anything, just watch my video on current prices of iron sheets. That will give you a very good idea on how to convert to the things that you actually desire, all right? Because for me, my main focus is going to be those iron sheets, all right? ALZ and Super Eco. So the current prices for those ALZ iron sheets, the white ones, the normal corrugation iron sheets, if you see, I'll show you how they look. The current price is 32 gauges. Their current price is 32,000 shillings. So you get those 32. You get the 32,000 shillings, and you multiply by 40, which gives you 1.280,000 shillings. And then ridges, they are those things on the top of the iron sheets. They're called ridges. Then the ones that bring water of valleys. Katijino migongo, and then but we just need ridges, migongo, that's all we need. So you need 7 ridges, and each ridge in ALZ is 10,000 shillings, so that's 70,000 shillings. And then if you're going to use Super Eco, you can choose any color you want, because for them they have different colors, and that is for normal corrugation, all right? So Super Eco is 48,000, and those are 30 gauges. Okay. So you multiply your 48,000 times 40, and then since we need 7 ridges, it doesn't change, the numbers don't change. All you have to do is to actually multiply. So if you want to use Uganda Bati, also you can find the price for Uganda Bati for the iron sheet that you're looking for, and you simply multiply it by the numbers I'm giving you. But since this is where we are pausing our video at, we are going to put our focus on this. All right, and then we need expanded wire mesh of timber engalama. Engalama is that concrete ceiling. So I usually recommend Red Tiger, but there are other companies that make. The reason I recommend Red Tiger, you need to make your concrete ceiling with firm nets. So you need 4 sets of those. Each set is 10,000 shillings, so you get 40,000 shillings. Now labor for a job like this, to roof a house of this size, is not going to cost you more than 800,000 shillings. If someone has really cheated you, it should be 1 million, but even then that's a lot. So remember, this money includes the cost of putting up the ceiling. You put up the ceiling, and then you put in the mix, the cement mix. And then you need rubber washers. Rubber washers are those both things they put under nails when they are roofing. They look like this. See? So when they are roofing, this is a nail. They put them first and then hit the nail through this. It's called a rubber wash. So you need 4 pieces of these. I don't know if we are following. So each pack is 5,000 shillings. And then you need, now for those who want to roof with eucalyptus poles, if you want to roof with eucalyptus, you need about, how do I put this? We could wind it to about 60 pieces, but then you have to separate them. How? If you're going to build your house like that in a hipped form, just budget for about 55 to 60 pieces of what? Of eucalyptus. But just budget for that. If you're building a hipped roof, just budget for those 60. All right, and all those pieces, make sure at least 36 of them, because you have to get different sizes. Now you need the big ones, and then you need the medium ones. You don't need the small ones up there, but you need big and medium. For medium, you need medium to be more than the big ones. The mediums, you might maybe buy 36, and then the small ones you can get 24. All right. All right, so then the medium ones are basically between 4,000 shillings, at most 5,000 shillings. So you get those numbers and multiply the 24, which are at 4,000 shillings. So you multiply that and you get 96,000. And then the 36 at 5,000 shillings, you get 180,000 shillings. Now for the ceiling, it doesn't matter how you're roofing. For the ceiling, you all need these. You need 48 3x2s. Now 3x2s are basically the ones they used to make the ceiling like this. Do you see up there? Right? They put a layer of 3x2s, and then after they put the expanded wire mesh. All right. I don't know why my camera keeps zooming like that. So you put expanded wire mesh on the 3x2s. They're the ones that actually make a ceiling. So everyone who is roofing a house of this size, you need 48 pieces of 3x2s. 3x2s right now are 4,000 shillings. The ones at 10 feet, they are 4,000 shillings. And then if you're going to use timber, or what you locally call boliti, instead of eucalyptus, you need about 64 pieces of 10 feet timber, and those are 5,000 shillings. 4x2s, currently they are 5,000 shillings. So you get your 64 and multiply by 5,000 shillings. And then you need 6x2s, at least 7 6x2s. 6x2s, they put them on the wall, on your beam. It's like they make the plate, they make a wall plate. But instead, this time they use timber, a timber plate, some kind of timber wall plate. So the 6x2s, they put them down. Sometimes they can even put for you 4x2s, but I recommend you just get the 6x2s. They are stronger. They give your roofing a better base. Okay. By the way, this is it's called an eave. This cutting outside here is called an eave. So the expanded wire mesh, when they are pouring that concrete, it comes all the way outside. And these holes that you see, they leave them out to provide aeration for the ceiling, because someone was asking me, how does the ceiling get aeration? Those are the holes you see on the sides of lava. Those ones, they provide the aeration. And also, remember, they always leave an exit hole in the ceiling. Always make sure the people who are doing your ceiling don't leave that exit hole in space that you use. They shouldn't leave it in your bedroom. They shouldn't leave it in your living room. They shouldn't leave it in your kitchen. All right. They should put those holes in spots like the bathroom, or in the store, or in the, I don't know, but not outside the house, because thieves can actually use it to get into your house. So try your level best to have it put in the house, but also they should put it in space that you don't often use. Okay, so you need 4 bags of cement. The 4 bags of cement are enough to pour that ceiling, because this is actually a big house. So they have to pour the ceiling inside. They also have to pour the eave, and also that veranda space of yours, they have to pour in that space as well. So 4 bags of cement is fair, and it is enough. Then you'll be forced to buy at least a plaster truck, an elf truck for plaster, and that's 100,000 shillings, at most 120,000 shillings. All right. And then put aside 50,000 shillings for water, because this whole, even roofing requires water, because you have to actually pour water to mix the cement and the sand that actually go into your ceiling. So that water, the 50,000 shillings might not get finished, but just in case, just budget for it and have it. Now you need to put aside at least 200,000 shillings. Now that 200,000 shillings is supposed to help you transport your material to site, feed your workers, transport them to work. 200 should be enough. Okay. And if you want to house them, still it's enough. And then you need nails. All right. The nails you need 1.5 inches. You need at least 4 kilograms. 1.5 inches are the nails they use to nail that net onto the 3x2s. When they are trying to make for you a ceiling, they use 3x2s. Sorry, they use 1.5 inch nails. And you need catiko. Catiko is roofing nails. I've already showed you how they look, how catiko looks. For those who don't know, we locally call them catiko. It looks like that roofing nail, though this one is colored or painted. All right, so I was still telling you, you need roofing nails, about 5 kilograms. I'm sure some will remain, but budget for 5 kilograms. You need 4-inch nails, 2 kilograms, and 5-inch nails, about 2 kilograms. If you're roofing with eucalyptus, you might have to add an extra kilogram onto that, on the 4-inch nails and the 5-inch nails, and you make them 3 kilograms. But still, I've already made allowances for that. All right, now the other things that I wanted to tell you, for starters, if they are roofing your house, make sure there are no damages. Let me show you 2 examples. One is bad roofing and one is the right way to actually roof. When they are roofing your house, this is the back of the iron sheet. This is where the nails are supposed to go, in the back of the iron sheet. All right. But if someone actually puts the nail in the iron sheet itself, this is destroy. They've destroyed it. Now, if someone tries to shoot a nail and they actually miss the wood that's waiting for the nail beneath, and then they try to remove it and try to put it, to rearrange the iron sheet and put the nail here in the right position, make sure this iron sheet is removed. Because that small hole, that small nail hole, you might think it's very small until it starts raining. Another thing, make sure the guys who are roofing are very careful, because there are so many mistakes that can happen. Someone can be roofing and this happens. This person didn't put a rubber wash for starters, and on top of that, they cover. The reason for this nail to have this kahat is to emphasize strength, and the rubber wash is actually supposed to help contain whatever water is actually coming your way. So when the water comes, it will just wash around it. That's why it's called a rubber wash. The water washes around the rubber wash and proceeds to flow off the iron sheet. Are we following me? So make sure if someone does something like this, that iron sheet is removed. If they can cut it and then fit it, fine. If the destruction is too big and the area needs a longer iron sheet, try not to conjoin iron sheets too much. By conjoining, I mean you have someone joining like this. Instead of putting one iron sheet, and because remember they are 3 meters long, one iron sheet can come from the top up to the back, but then they reach somewhere in the middle and start joining unnecessarily. These things, water can actually pass through here. So make sure areas which can take a full iron sheet, they get a full iron sheet. Try not to cut corners on that, otherwise you'll destroy your house. I don't know if there is no other knowledge to give you on this. Now, the people who are roofing, if you want the cost of roofing a flat roof, you have to personally ask for it. Flat roof, and if you're looking for the cost of roofing, I'm going to show you these numbers that I've given you. Can roof both a hipped roof and an open gable house. Open gable house, the numbers are the same. If you're doing a hidden roof, you probably take off probably 10 sheets. You take off about 10. And then you maintain the rest of the numbers. And if you're doing a hidden roof, you also don't need ridges. All right, if you're doing a flat roof, you don't need ridges. If you're doing a hidden roof, you also don't need ridges. For people who are doing elevations, you need ridges. And then the number of ridges also reduces as you proceed to do different types of roofing. These numbers are for a hipped roof. Hipped roof here, nyumba ya mwamba. For that's like a triangle. Wait. People who roof like this, like that. You see that? Now let me give you the totals. If you use eucalyptus to roof and you're also using super eco iron sheets, your total is 3,956,000 shillings. All right. If you're going to use eucalyptus, remember, even if you use eucalyptus, your ceiling, you can't use eucalyptus on the ceiling. You're going to use 3x2s. So 3x2s are constant for everyone, but some things change in the other aspects. Now, if you use eucalyptus to roof, and then instead of using super eco iron sheets, you're going to use the ALZ iron sheets, the white iron sheets. I'm also going to show you that. Then your total is 3,232,000 shillings. Why? Because these white iron sheets are slightly cheaper than super eco, actually greatly cheaper. Slightly is an understatement. Now, if you use timber, which we locally call boliti, right, and super eco iron sheets to roof your house, meaning this person is not using eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is kalitunsi. So if you're using boliti or timber to roof your house and super eco iron sheets, your total is 4,056,000. All right, so I was saying if you're using timber or boliti with super eco iron sheets, your total is 4,056,000 shillings. Now if you decide to use timber or bulity, and then for the iron sheets you use the white ones or the ALZ or the normal corrugation ones, your total is 3,332,000 Ugandan shillings. Now after this video I'm going to show you different things while explaining them for you. It's just for your own information or for your own added knowledge. I'm going to show you different types of roofing, and then I'll make some clarifications for you. Alright, thanks for watching. Let's proceed in the next clip and cover a few things. So this is how white iron sheets look like. Those who are wondering, that's how they look like when they've been roofed on a house. See? And then this design of roofing, when you build bricks in the sides, is a little bit cheaper. In the sense of iron sheets, it reduces them a bit. Alright? But still the rest of the material is constant. Alright, so basically these are the two different types of roofing we've focused on. And if you're roofing like this, the material is enough to roof like this, to roof like that, and to roof. This is a flat roof, or more like a leaning roof, but this is what we used to use back in the day. And this is a hipped roof. Okay, that's the house you see in the video.